Good afternoon. My name is Lino Gardner, Sensei of Peace Jiu-Jitsu here in Palo Alto, California at Lernica Center. I'd like to talk about multiple attack on one person. Some people believe that you can't go to the ground, you shouldn't go to the ground, and that's true. You shouldn't end up on the ground as much as you can. If you do end up on the ground, you have to get up as fast as possible, especially if there's 5 guys, 10 guys on you. You don't want to end up on the ground. And if you have to end up on the ground, you have to get away as fast as you can. But there are times when you can't get away. There are times when you can't run away. Let's say your family member is being abused, and if you leave, they might die. Or you might have to fight for your life. You might be cornered. And there's nowhere else for you to run. So you have to fight for your life, and you have a different mindset when you're fighting for your life. Sometimes you do things that you never thought you could do in a dojo, that you do on the street when you're trying to survive in order to live. Your mind does interesting things to survive. So one thing we're going to work on is one of the many ways you can try to survive multiple attack if you find yourself in that situation where you cannot run away. And some people do suggest that you can just run away, but again, sometimes you don't have any other choice but to stand and fight. So we're going to work on one aspect, which is evasion, which is a 2-step evasion with my senpai, Justin Lee. So what we're going to do is a 2-step Tai Savaki, body movement. And what he's going to do is he's going to take 2 steps to get out of the way of the attacker. So I'm going to go towards him. He's going to take 2 steps, 1, 2. The reason he takes 2 steps is if he only took 1 to the right, 1 step to the right, half his body would still be in my way, still be in the way. So he wants to take 2 steps to get his body completely out of the way, okay? Now also, he doesn't want to move too soon, because if he moves too soon, then I can follow him, right? So he wants to wait till the last second to move. Okay? Back. And as he turns around, he never turns his back to me because we don't have eyes behind our heads. So when he moves and I pass him, he stays open to me in case I come right back and try to attack him again. Now he can move 2 steps to the right, or he can move 2 steps to the left. Let's try 2 steps to the left. 1, 2. Now, what we're going to do now, the reason why he has his hands up, because in Jiu-Jitsu we have joint locks, we have arm bars. So if we have an opportunity to move and catch an arm, we're going to do that. Let's say I have multiple attackers. I want to lock him up here, and as I'm locking him up, I can kick, or I can punch, okay? While I have him locked. If I have to, I find myself being surrounded or being attacked by multiple attackers. I want to get rid of him. So what I want to do is I'll break his wrist, okay? So I can discard him. Now, again, this is just one aspect you can use on multiple fighters. You can actually, as we practice here, we use up to 10 people. So with this technique, the 2-step technique, you can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people and do the 2-step and learn to work with evading multiple attackers at once using the same 2 steps. So again, we don't turn our back as much as possible. Try not to turn your back because you can't see behind you, especially when you're fighting multiple attackers. If there's a person here and a person here, try not to go in between them, because then you can't see the person behind you as much as you can. So kind of what you want to do now, and what we're going to do now, is show how not to turn your back while you're being attacked. And that's going to help you understand how you can do that with multiple attackers as you practice. So he's going to have his hands up, And he's going to do the two-step, but at the same time, I'm going to keep going in every different direction, not just forward and backwards. Ready?